And now I have to understand that the query result, any query result, it will produce a table, a certain type of table. So since I want people who earn more than or equal 500, I want my table to at least show some more information other than the salary. So I am choosing to show the national ID. I'm dragging now, dropping. And I want to show their name. And I want to show the salary to make sure I did it right. So now the result of this query is only 3 columns. In the dependents table, we have 6 columns here. But in here, the result, when I run this query, when I save it and use it, I will see only three columns, only ID, name, and salary. Now, I'll have to put now the condition, because I said I want people who earn 500 or more. How I do that condition? I use the criteria row. See the criteria row, bottom there? And I put the condition in the salary here. And I put greater than or equal 500. When I do that, yes?
Yes, Mr. Can you please again, from where did we get the query table? Or,
yeah, I'll do another one. So, you write the criteria more than or equal 500. Because I want only the people who earn this. And good, I've chosen the columns I want. Now, this is important. I want you to save the query with a useful name. I don't want query 1, query 2, query 3 when you create. So just name it. I'll put it like this, equal 500. When I do that, I'll click OK. I will see it here at the left. Now I'll close everything, and I want to run this query to see how it shows. Double click, and this is the query. I have an ID, the same columns I chose, ID, name, and salary. And yes, it only shows people who have 500 or more. It didn't show people that have less. That's how you do a number query. I'll do now a text query. I want people who only are born in Dammam. So again, how I do that? Create, query design, then drag the dependent table like this. And again, I want people who are born from Dammam, but still I want more columns. So I know who are these people, especially, the ID. So I put the ID here, drag and drop the name. And what is the third column I should drag?
City.
Yes, the city. Now I'm good with the columns. This is what I want to see. It's up to you. You have flexibility to add more columns, but queries tend to be more summarized and tend to be tend to not show all the columns needed. But it's up to you if you want to. But for me, I just choose 3 or 4. The criteria in the city, I want them now. How you do a criteria for a text? Again, you do the quotations. You remember from Excel. We use the quotations and we write them up like this. So I chose 3 columns, and in the city, in the criteria part, I put Dammam in a quotation.
Doctor.
Yes.
Can you put more than one thing in one query?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that, but let me save this. So in here, I'll put query Dammam. Okay, I want to close it now. See, this is query Dammam. I'll double click. Yes, we only have Dammam.
Doctor, how to save it? I didn't.
You just
I didn't.
click right and click save.
Okay.
Now I'll edit it. Again, if you remember, we go to the design view. I want to add another condition. So I want people from دمام. خلينا نشوف الدمام اللي هنا عندي دمام هنا عندي دمام. So I want people from دمام and they earn less than or equal 400. Less than or equal 400. How many people from Dammam who earn less than or equal 300 here?
One.
Only one, yes. So in here, I will add the salary, right? And in the criteria, I'll say less than or equal 300. And click right, save. And I can go to the datasheet view to see if it works. We only have one. So in here, I added two conditions. One more thing, you see this check? This is called a show check. I can show it or I don't need to show it. But I like your queries to be shown at the end. But you also can disable the show. What if you disable it? It will still apply the criteria. It will still apply. Doesn't matter if you show it or you don't show it in the table. So that's why I always like to show it, because the criteria is already applied and I want to see the result at the end. Now we've done two conditions in one. Whenever you do anything, you just click save. If you want to go and to see how it looks. Now I've done a query by number and a query by a text. Now I will do a query by a date. You can see this is a date of birth. How many people who were born in the month of October?
Three.
In the
Sorry, four.
Four.
Yeah, yes. In the month of October, we have 4 people in here. So again, create design. Drag the table I want to apply my query into, and I'll choose whatever columns I want to choose. I'll put the date here. Now in the query here for the date, we use this string. We use the word between